Chapter 100. In a building which life buildeth, good trees flourish. Fragrant is the perfume of the trees, with the perfume of mandaean, which pervadeth them. Here recite, blessed and praised be life of Shem, son of Noah, and good is good for the good. Chapter 101. The life hath founded a dwelling, and radiance dawned. In the sublime ether, I and my brethren, the Uthras, have set out every good thing, have set out the allotted portion of the great life. We have offered it up in purity to the place of light. Chapter 102. The building that life buildeth will never come to naught. Repeat this hymn after thou hast partaken of the communion, and then say, darkness is crushed back into the dark, and light set up in its place. Chapter 103. Darkness is crushed back into the dark, and light is set up in its place. The life hath accepted your prayer, the Uthras have accepted your praise. The oblation is assigned to its Lord, and bounty to him who giveth it. This soul out and the souls of this muscular rest at the great place of light and the everlasting abode, and life is victorious. Here recite, in great radiance am I immersed, and lift thy hand for the muscular, and pray a prayer for thyself, and life is victorious. The Rushammer, Chapter 104. My Lord be praised, may Kula strengthen you in the name of the great life. May healing and purity be thine, O my Father, their Father, King Pyrrhus, great Jordan of living water. In the name of the great life, we have cleansed our hands in truth, Kuja, and our lips with faith. We have uttered words of radiance. My mind is absorbed in thoughts of light. Blessed is thy name, praised is thy name, my Lord, Mandaean, and blessed and praised is the great contentance, presence of glory, which emanated from itself 3 times. I, N, son of N, or daughter of N, am signed with the sign of life, and the name of life, and the name of Mandaean were pronounced on me 3 times. My ears have heard the voice of life 3 times. My nostrils have breathed the perfume of life 3 times. My sign that is on me was not in fire, and not in oil, and not that wherewith the Anointed One anointed. My sign is in the great Jordan of living water, and the sign and name of Mandaean is mentioned upon me. Darkness is crushed down, and light set up, and the name of Mandaean is mentioned upon me 3 times. My mouth was filled with prayer and praise 3 times. My knees bless and worship the great life 3 times. My feet tread the ways of truth, kusta, and faith 3 times. I, N, son of N, am baptized with the baptism of the great Biram, son of the mighty life. My baptism shall guard me and will succeed, and the name of life and the name of mandaean are mentioned upon me 3 times. My feet and the hands of the 7 and the 12 shall be powerless to rule me. The name of the life and the name of mandaean are mentioned upon me. I set Malkia, chapter 105. Kusta heal you, in the name of the great life. Healing and victory be thine, O great gate of the precious house of mercies. Healing and victory be yours, my honoured first parents. Healing and victory be yours. Treasure of the great first honoured life, healing and victory be thine. King Maradi Rabhutha Latha, healing and victory be thine. King Yusamin the pure, son of Nisibitun, healing and victory be thine. King Mandaean, son of Nisibitun, healing and victory be thine. King Hibilzua, healing and victory be thine. King Anus Uthra, healing and victory be thine. King Sisalam Rabba, healing and victory be thine. King Shahag Ziwa Rabba Quadamaya, healing and victory be thine. King Samzua, pure, eldest, beloved, great, first radiance, healing and victory be yours. Hibil, Sitil, and Anus, healing and victory be yours. Adatan and Yadatan, healing and victory be yours. Silame and Nineveh, ye 2 guardians, Uthras of the Jordan, healing and victory be yours. Ye 24 Uthras, sons of light, healing and victory be yours. Ye 4 beings, sons of solution, healing and victory be yours. Najab and Anan Sabab, healing and victory be yours. Sa and Sawan, healing and victory be yours. Zihir and Zarun and Behir and Birun and Tar and Tarwan, healing and victory be yours. Yufin and Yafafin, healing and victory be yours. Habsa Abba and Kana di Sigura, healing and victory be yours. King Baobag Uthra, healing and victory be thine. King Singalan Uthra, healing and victory be thine. Simat Hiwa, healing and victory be thine. Great Zalat, healing and victory be thine. Surat Nit Ufta, healing and victory be thine. Kanat Nit Ufta, healing and victory be thine. Birat Anaha, healing and victory be thine. King Abatha Rama, healing and victory be thine. King Ustuna Rabba, healing and victory be thine. King Abatha Muzania, healing and victory be thine. King Patahahil, son of Zariel, healing and victory be thine. King Yahya Yohana, healing and victory be thine. King Adam, the first man, healing and victory be thine. King Sithil, son of Adam, the first man, healing and victory be thine. O ye kings and Uthras, and indwellings, and Jordans, and running streams, and scincters of the worlds of light, all of you, healing and victory be yours. And may there be forgiving of sins for myself, Adam Yohanna, son of Mahanus, En, son of En, who have prayed this prayer. May there be forgiveness of sins for me. My Lord, be praised in the name of the great first sublime, strange life, from the worlds of light, the transcendent above all works, be there healing and purity, victory, strength and soundness, hearing and being heard, joy of heart and forgiving of sins for me, Adam Yohanna, son of Mahanus. May my thought, my knowledge, and my intelligence enlighten me by means of this treasure, a section of the devotions, Rahamia, and the strength of Yawa Ziwa and Simat Hiwa. Prayer 106. Up, up, ye elect righteous ones. Pray this prayer in the devotions of the early hours, daybreak, for it is the opening prayer of the devotions. Here recite, my good messenger, and I worship life, and recite in the name of, bits missing, in the name of the great life. Up, up, ye elect righteous ones. Rise up, ye perfected and believing ones. Rise, worship and praise the great life, and praise the great King Sisilam Rabba, and praise the occult Tana and Hamziwa, and praise the great Yawa and Zlat the Great, and praise Simathiwa, from whom all worlds came into being, and praise the wellspring and date palm, from whom the father of Uthras came into being. I worship and praise that lofty and great King of Light, the compassionate one, who is full of loving kindness. Prayers 107 and 108. For these prayers, pray these two prayers after up, up, elect righteous, in the early morning devotions. Then recite in their name, in the name of that primal being. Prayer 107. In the name of the great life, my good messenger of light, who travelleth to the house of its friends, come, direct my speech, and open my mouth in praise, that I may praise the great life wholly. Prayer 108. In the name of the great life, I worship life, and I praise my Lord Mandaean, and that great presence of glory which emanated from itself. Prayer 110. In the name of the great life, the time for devotions arriveth, the time of the Lord of prayer hath come. My awakener is Hibil, my instructor is Sitil, Anus, lifteth up my hymns. The Immerser in my immersion is Silmai, and he who establisheth prayers is Nidbai. Prayer 111. In the name of the great life, my good messenger of light, who travelleth to the house of its friends, come, direct my speech and open my mouth in praise, that I may praise the great life, holy. Prayer 112. In the name of the great life, I worship the life, and I praise my Lord Mandaean, and that great presence of glory which emanated from itself. Prayer 113. On the light of ether do I stand, in the name of the great life, may healing be mine. Adam Yohana, son of Mahanus, through this Sunday prayer, on the light of ether do I stand. I stand for the great light with its purities. I am Mandaean, emanation, planting of the mighty first life. I cried to the first day of the week, Habsaba, the lauded, the pure guardian of the light, who enlighteneth Uthras. To him I said, rise up, go, set off, descend to the earthly world, to that world which is all birth, to be with the elect righteous men formed of flesh and blood. Hold them in thy grasp, strengthen them, stand by them, take care of them, give them strength and fortitude, so that they may stand and worship and praise the mighty sublime life. Then Sunday spoke, saying to Mandaean, how canst thou send me to this world that is all birth, to be with the elect righteous men, formed of flesh and blood, who do not respect me? They treat me with contempt, hold me in no great honour, and remit not my sin and transgression. Then Mandaean spoke, saying to Sunday, up with thee, go, set off, descend to the earthly world, to this world that is all birth, to be with elect righteous men, formed of flesh and blood, and grasp them in thy grasp, confirm them, stand by them, and take care of them. Turn back and drive away from them the 7 planets together with their demons and devils, and their amulet imps, and their evil creatures, so that they will forgive thee thy sins and thy transgressions, will hold thee in great esteem, and victory will be ours and will be thine. Then Mandaean spoke and said to the elect righteous, give heed to Sunday, the enlightener, whom I have sent to be with you, in order to enlighten you, to uplift you, and make you upright, and to bring you prayer and praise. Forgive him his sins and transgressions, and hold him in great esteem. Mandaean taught and expounded, and said, anyone who doth not forsake his sins and trespasses on Sunday, nor holdeth him in high esteem, will have no seat amongst the Uthras, nor will he behold the great contendants of glory. For Sunday is more precious, greater, and more beauteous, and bright than all the Uthras. Blessed and praised is mandaean and the confirmed, and life is victorious over all works. Prayer 114. Early I rose from my sleep, in the name of the great life. Sublime light be glorified. Early I arose from my sleep. I stood into radiance that was great. I looked, I gazed into radiance that was great, into the light which is boundless. When clothed in robes of radiance, and light was thrown on my shoulders, a wreath of ether he set on my head, and set it on the head of all his race. He hymned, and the Uthras with him hymn, and the light rays answer his voice, and it rouseth sleepers, and maketh them rise up from their sleep. He said to them, Arise, ye sleepers, who lie there. Rise up, ye stumblers, who have stumbled. Arise, worship and praise the great life, and praise his counterpart, that is the image of the life, which shineth forth, and is expressed in sublime light, and life be praised. Prayer 115. We have purified our hands in kusta, in the name of the great life. We have purified our hands in kusta, truth, and our lips in faith. We have uttered words of radiance, and were absorbed in thoughts of light. Thou, my Lord, mandaean, art blessed and praised, and thy praise is established on high. Great is the strength of life, abounding the glory of the mighty life. Honour resteth upon the Uthras, who sit in glory. This is prayer and praise, which came to them from the great place of light and the everlasting abode. We praise him with it when we have risen from our sleep, before any have spoken falsehood. For any man who prayeth this prayer, there will be forgiving of sins and transgressions in the great place of light, and in the everlasting abode, and life is victorious. Prayer 116. Blessed be thy name, and praised be thy name. Blessed be thy name, and praised be thy name, my Lord, mandaean. Pure mountains that quake not have blessed thee. Uphania, interpretations of truth, which are unchangeable, have blessed thee. Sons of salvation, who sit in thy company, have blessed thee. Yahweh, the great King of Nazareth, have blessed thee. Aya Nuhara, the pure, the envoy, who is all righteousness, hath blessed thee. And I worship and praise that channel of light, the messenger of all rays of light. Blessed is thy name, and praised is thy name, being who resteth upon the scincters. Upon scincters doth his name rest. Every day, daily, they gaze on his likeness, and upon the great contendants of glory, and life be praised. Prayer 117. Pray this prayer in the Rahamia devotions of the 7th hour after incense, on the fire, and after, on the ether light do I stand. I worship praise and Lord, that Sarah, the great occult first vine, whose fruits are 1,000,000 and a myriad, his tendrils, upon whom I called, and he answered me. Further, when I call on him, he will answer me. For he will come and will heal me, will lift me up, raise me and confirm me, will direct my eyes to the light and my feet to the steadfastness, my mouth to wisdom and my heart to vigilance. Then I worship, praise and Lord, the first great occult skinter, that is the house of dazzling beings. Then I worship, praise and Lord, that occult first skinter, which my parents inhabit. Then I worship, praise and Lord, yon rose, the great first secret vine, which loosed its milky juices into the habitations. Then I worship, praise and Lord, that Ruaz, the great first light, who have sovereignty over all worlds of light. Then I worship, praise and Lord, that great occult first skinter, to which the eyes of Nazareans, men set apart, and the elect righteous look, that they may rise and behold the great place of light and the everlasting abode, and life be praised. Life is victorious. Prayer 118. Pray this prayer in the evening devotions, after incense, and after for the light do I stand. It is time to pray the devotions, the great moment for humble worship, for offering up propriety prayer. To my Lord Mandaean, for arousing the elect righteous, the priest say to Mandaean, we will abjure that which we possess, of fee, alms and benefit, and the false deity of the house. We will come and will be believers. Mandaean saith to them, to the priest, your father hath the great strength, surpassing all limit, stronger than passionate thoughts, vain things, and the devouring flame. The good one clotheth his children, he covereth them, and raiseth, and showeth them, that there is great enlargement of life, and your souls shall rejoice with clouds, spouses of light. But other souls will die, and become as though they had never existed. Ye shall receive your vestments, ye shall receive your refs. In the presence of the great life, ye will be great, and will be called Uthras amongst the Uthras. And ye will say, the living stand in the dwelling of the life, and life is victorious over all works. Prayer 119. Sunday, the following 3 antiphonal hymns and 3 chants are for the first day of the week. In the name of the great life, be the sublime light glorified. On Sunday, the first of days, who have seen that which I have seen, who saw Mandaean when he went and came to the world. He went thence and came to the world. The earth lay prostrate and was affrighted. He taught, and lovely was his voice, and he lifted it up in his mouth, there was elegance. Elegance he put into his mouth. He revolutionized and forsook the world. The world he revolutionized and forsook. Spirit, Ruha, sitteth in lamination. In lamination sitteth Ruha. And the seven sit in consideration. They weep and prolong their mourning, because their mysteries are disclosed. Because disclosed are their mysteries, they will be brought to an end on the great last day. Numerous Ruha feared and trembled. Her weapon fell from her shoulder. From her shoulder fell her weapon, and her bows from the palm of her hand. Ruha addresseth her sons, her good-for-nothing idle sons. She saith to them, Sons, when terror overtaketh your mother, what will you seven do? When the strange being cometh, who will rise to confront him? A consuming ray of light is in mandaean, Sirah's hand. Felling them, he cometh to the rebels. The Son of Life raiseth his voice at departure of the seven, saying to them, I have brought wares to my friends. I brought truthful words to believers, men who buy my wares, their merits, reft their heads. Twined are their merits, and their horns are exalted on their heads. They will arise and will behold the place of light. Renowned is life and victorious the man who went hence. Prayer 120. My day, what is it amongst the days? A day, my day, what amongst the hours in 1 hour? My day, what is amongst the days? The day on which the radiance of mandaean shone forth. My day is Sunday, chief of days. The day on which the radiance of mandaean dawned. On my day, the radiance of Sunday dawned upon us and enlightened us beyond measure. Prayer 121. Before the well springs were transmuted, before the awakening without, before ye were in existence, I was in the world. The voice of living waters, water of life, waters which transmute the turbid waters. They become clear and shining. They gush forth and cast out impurities. Wherefore should the first life desire sons from the dregs? Voices cry aloud proclamations, planning schemes, all of them talk. But one voice cometh and teacheth all sayings. One being cometh and teacheth about this and that. As for us, who have praised our Lord, thou wilt forgive us our sins. Thou wast victorious, mandaean, and thou leadest all thy friends to victory, and life is victorious. Prayer 122. O Lord of devotions, O Lord of prayers, and of hymns, and good books, O Lord of prayer and praise, hear my voice and condemn me not. Prayer 123. except for 6 or 7 nations, fruit is set up on the tree. On the tree, fruit is set up, and other trees gather together toward it. Toward it do the trees assemble, and a throne is set up for the Lord of Radiance. For the Lord of Radiance a throne is set up, and the Lord of Radiance sitteth thereon. Before him are set up recompenses, which he delivereth to the perfect. To the perfect doth he deliver them. And said, to each according to the works of his hands, it is awarded. And he said, every man who toiled and was long-suffering shall come and take with both hands. But he who did not toil nor endure standeth empty in the house of Jews. He will seek but will not find, and ask but naught will be given him. Because he had in his hand and gave not, he will search there in his bosom and will find nothing. Thou art praised, mandaean, who does not condemn thy friends. Prayer 124. I seek a boon from the life, from thee, mighty life. I seek a boon from the life, that ye will rightly guide your praise for me. The rest of the chapters are missing. Chapter 170. Tab Taba Itabia, the full commemoration prayer for the dead and living. Good is the good one for the good, and he set his nature upon those who love his name. We will seek and find, and we will speak and be heard. We have saw and found, we spoke and were heard in thy presence. My Lord, mandaean, Lord of healings, forgive the sins, trespasses, follies, stumblings and mistakes of him who made, furnished this bread, Musquida and Tabitha, his sins, trespasses, follies, stumblings and mistakes, thou wilt remit for him, my Lord, mandaean, and great first life, those of the donor of fee and oblation. For our forefathers, there shall be forgiving of sins. For Amin, son of Demuthiah, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For Abitha, son of Birat, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For Habala and Kanadi Siguda, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For the 24 Uthras, sons of light, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For Patahil, son of Zariel, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For Adam shall be forgiveness of sins. For Patahil, son of Zariel, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For Adam, son of Quin and Eve, his wife, there shall be forgiveness of sins. For Satil, son of Adam, there shall be forgiveness of sins. There shall be forgiveness of sins for Ram and Wood. There shall be forgiveness of sins for Sabai and Sahabiel. There shall be forgiveness of sins for Sun, son of Noah, and Nerita, his wife. There shall be forgiveness of sins for Yahya, Johanna, son of Nizbai, and Quinta, and Anahar, his wives, there shall be forgiveness of sins for those 360 priests who went forth from the district of Jerusalem, the city. There shall be forgiveness of sins for the souls of our good fathers, and for this my soul. Adam, Zerun, son of Mahanus, who have prayed this prayer and devotions, there shall be forgiveness of sins for the soul of my father, Yahya Biram, son of Hawa, Mandaean. There shall be forgiveness of sins for the soul of my mother, Mahanus, daughter of Simat. There shall be forgiveness of sins for the soul of my teacher, Biram, son of Mudial. There shall be forgiveness of sins for his wife, Anahar, daughter of Hawa. There shall be forgiveness of my sins for my brothers and sisters, Anahar and Sam, and Mudial, and Ram, and Muhatam, Johanna, and Adam, Johanna, son of Mahanus. Forgiveness of sins be there for them. The souls of Mandaeans, Ram, son of Sarat Simat. Forgiveness of sins be there for him. Zerun, son of Simat. Forgiveness of sins be there for him. Anahar, daughters of Simat. Forgiveness of sins be there for her. Simat, daughter of Hawa. Forgiveness of sins be there for her. Ram, son of Simat. Forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yasmin, daughter of Yasman. Forgiveness of sins be there for her. All the souls of our good fathers, be there forgiveness for them. And for this my soul, mine, Adam Zerun, son of Mahanul, be there forgiveness for me. The soul of my teacher, Biram, son of Mudal, be there forgiveness for him. The souls of priest, Adam Zerun, son of Mamania, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yahya Anus, son of Malihia, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yahya Ram Zerun, son of Hawa Simat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yahya Zerun, son of Mudal, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Sambiram, son of Mudal, forgiveness of sins be there for him. All souls of our good forefathers, forgiveness of sins be there for them. And for this my soul, Adam Zerun, son of Mahanus, who have prayed this prayer and devotions, forgiveness of sins be there for me, and the Ganzibira, Yahya Johanna, son of Hawa Simat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Zerun, son of Simat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Sambiram, son of Simat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Biram Sitil, son of Sarat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Zerun, son of Malihia, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Adam, son of Sadai Malihia, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yahya Bian and Yahya Biram, sons of Hawa Mamania, forgiveness of sins be there for them. Ram Johanna, son of Mamania, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Bayan, Sangaya, son of Anahazimat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Sam Sawia, son of Sarat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Biram, son of Mandaean, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yahia, son of Anahaziwa, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Ram, Sidan, and Sahia, forgiveness of sins be there for them. Hawa, daughter of Dahia, forgiveness of sins be there for her. Anaha, Kumarita, daughter of Simat, forgiveness of sins be there for her. Yahia, Rahamiah, son of Rahamiah, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Zambiram, son of Mudalal, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Adam, son of Biram, Dihegan, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Adam Rehia, son of Simat, forgiveness of sins of there for him. Brit Yahar, son of Buran, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Biharam, Bishnathak for him. Mahadam and Setil, sons of Hahena, forgiveness of sins be there for them. Anus, son of Maria Zad, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Saharia, Ziwa, and Subun, sons of Kazariel, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Them. Biriha, son of Kujasta, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Zakaiah, son of Hawa, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Ardaban, Malak, Bakitia, son of Simat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. And all souls of our good fathers, forgiveness of sins be there for them. And for this my soul, mine, Adam Zibron, son of Mahanus, who have prayed this prayer and these devotions, forgiveness of sins be there for me. The soul of my teacher, Biram, son of Mudalal, forgiveness of sins be there for him. The souls of the Entriarchs, Adam, Bul, Faraz, son of Hawa, Mamania, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Anus, Muhelia, son of Hawa, Zadia, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Yahia Adam, son of Zadia, Anus, Hawa, forgiveness of sins be there for him. There, Bihadad, son of Sahadia, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Benaiah, son of Hahaniah, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Hanaiah, daughter of Tehuiah, forgiveness of sins be there for her. Rahia, son of Qurmat, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Saganda, son of Yasman, forgiveness of sins be there for him. Zizai de Guadza, son of Hawa, forgiveness of sins be there for him. The people consisting of all Nazareans, priest and layman, Mandia and Ganzibria and Ganzia, head priest and treasurers, from the age of Adam, the first man, down to the end of the world and generations, all who went down to the Jordan and were immersed and received the pure sign, who did not betray their sign, nor renounced, were converted from their baptism. Forgiveness of sins be there for them and their spouses and their offspring, their priest, and for those who supplied this bread and ritual food, Tabahuta, and for you, my fathers, my teachers and instructors, when ye upheld me from the left to the right. Forgiveness be there for you, and ye shall say, life abideth in its dwelling, and life be praised. Life is victorious over all works.